Hello, welcome to my video. Today is day 16 of the 100-day challenge, and I'm coming to you with a quick video, which I think is a pretty fairly simple fold over page tuck item. In day 15, I created these beautiful butterfly journal cards, and I needed a place that I thought I could tuck them. So I came up with this idea. Don't know if it exists, but this is what I came up with. So since it wraps around a page, I'm going to be able to stick it down like that, and I'm going to be able to tuck my journal cards right in there. I also, the way I created it, is going to have another tuck space that I can put something right in there, and also a little hidden journaling spot. Glue it down, doesn't have to be a hidden journaling spot, but I thought that was a great idea. I'm not going to decorate any of this today. I don't know if I will decorate these ever, because I really want to focus on those journal cards. I might at some point put something here, but like I said, this is going to be a flip-up spot. So I haven't quite decided yet. But today we are just going to, I'm just going to show you how to do those folds, and we'll go from there. So I have attached one to my big journal idea book already that I made as the prototype. I got that in there just to show it. This has been glued to this page. So I have the spot there, I've got the spot here, and then the flip up here. So I wrote day 16, 100-day challenge, angled tuck spot, wrap around with hidden journal spots. So that is what that ends up looking like. Now this folded paper was white on the back, so it's got white on the inside. This one that I picked here, it was a double-sided colored thing. So if you want the hidden journal to be not white, you'll have to pick double-sided paper, but this is the only place that you're going to see the other side. So if you don't want it, you could always add some sort of paper here, some book page or something, if you wanted that not to be white with single-sided scrapbook paper. And I did use just, like I said, plain scrapbook paper. It's not very not very thick, easily foldable. So it's great for just using up some of those even digital prints that you have printed on regular paper. So, all right, so let's get to showing how easy this is to do. All right, so I'm going to show you the first one with, get these out of the way, where I use a scorer, and then the next one I'll show you where I just don't have to use a scorer if you don't want to. All right, so I'm using 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper. Like I said, nothing on the back. My first score is going to be to get this in half, which is 5.5 inches. So my scorer is a little small, so we're just going to finish it off there. All right, so, and I seem to have been a little crooked. So we're going to, that are my page. I cut these from 12 by 12 sheets of paper, so the original might have been a little off for that. So, all right, so then the next score is going to be whatever you want to be on the bottom where these flaps are. So if there's a look to your paper of which way it needs to go, then you'll need to pick that. But we're going to do two scores, one at 1.5 inches. I'm going to have to come back because I flipped this over. One's going to be at 1.5 inches, and one is at 3 inches. All right, so I'm going to push a little hard on that. So we're going to go and finish that. 1.5 and 3 inches. Okay, so that's all the scores that you need for that. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this bigger part here and you're going to fold it in to cover the back side. Now the back side is white here, but again, if you have print, you want to fold it to the sides you don't want to see most. I'm going to fold it just shy of that score line so I can fold it. And I'm going to fold that one in just shy of the score lines for that. And we'll take my bone folder and just give it a nice little crease. Okay. Now, I'm gonna fold that in, and that starts my wraparound book page. And what I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna take where this 3 1/8 is, I'm gonna just nip out just ever so slightly. Show it on this one. Oh, I glued it down, I can't. I'm gonna nip out ever so slightly here, just so that when it folds around, it's got a little bit of give on the back here. Okay? So I'm just going to just kiss cut it just ever so slightly, just to get rid of that center line. And there she is. Okay. All right, so after you've got that folded in, all you have to do is fold up at the 3 score, fold down at the 1.5 score, up at the 3, down at the 1.5, and there you go. A wraparound book page with, get this out of the way, wraparound book page with hidden journaling. So it's going to go right there at the bottom. I'm going to glue it. I'm going to glue it in at the bottom here and at the corner. Now, one thing I did on this one here before I glued it in was I did glue, let me get my journal out of the way. I did glue the inside tuck here, just because it was easier to glue it while it was not in the book. So just a little bit of wet glue there and there. Just to get it to go. Okay. Now, if you didn't want the hidden journal spot, then you would go ahead and throw some glue inside of here to make the flap knot come up. And there you are. So I'm going to go ahead and fold the rest of these. I'm going to show you, like I said, how to fold them without a scored board. So, all right, so we're going to fold it. In half. Now, when you do it without the scoreboard, then you need to do your triangle flaps first, so you know how far it needs to be going up there. When I do the score, I know it ends up at about 3 inches, so I know that's where it's going to need to be. So, okay. So we're going to take this. And actually, probably better if we did it this way, because then we could see where the triangle top is. Now, this reminds me of when you were a kid. You remember making those paper hats? Very similar to that. And we're going to fold that down. There. All right, so I'll open it up and do that ever so slight cutout. I totally don't know if this is necessary. I could probably try one without it and see if it really is necessary. But since it is wrapping around, I thought with that extra girth in there, I thought it would be better to have released it. So the next one I'm going to try, and I will not cut it and see what that does. See if it makes a difference. Okay. All right. All creased. All ready for my, not my pink one. All ready for my red journal card. Nice. Nice. Okay. All right, so let's do the yellow one. Fold it in half. Fold it to the score, or the fold. Fold it to the fold. Nice crisp edges. Okay. Fold it up. And fold it down. Okay, so we go around there. It does seem like it's wanting to pull it there. So if I go back to and just, I suppose I could just cut it up like this too. Sometimes takes a minute to realize these things. Go up to there and down to there and fold it over, and yeah, that relieves the pressure on the back spine. So I'm going to continue to do the cutout, but I'm not going to cut a big hole like I did. I'm just going to cut up the seam like I just did on that one. So see how you learn things as you go, what to do, what not to do. That's why, even though I am so new at this, that I'm hoping people are enjoying the videos, because they get to learn by my mistakes, and that we're all human and can do these things. Yeah. Much better. Okay. All right, well, I don't think I need to show you any more folds there, so I'm going to call this video done. I'll show a picture of all the ones that I've done at the end of the video. But other than that, this has been quite helpful to be able to get these things done. Right? And the yellow. So, yeah, great stuff. Okay, well, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a wonderful and creative day.